And welcome to the Off the Clock Show. You are joined today by myself, Shawn Gervais, CEO and founder of OrbisX. Mr. Marshall Hill from hyperClean Car Care Products wasn't able to join today, but I figured I would still put something out and hit you guys with a quick tip. And today will be just a tip, just one tip. I know I have a serious problem with over tipping. Big tipper. So I was watching a few interesting things today. I was listening to some interviews actually with Seth Godin, watching some stuff about a book that he had released and also an upcoming venture and stuff. Anyway, through that process, he said something that was pretty remarkable if you think about it. And I think it's kind of going to spearhead a lot of 2023 because I'm big on marketing, big on demographics, niching down, knowing exactly who your customer is that you're trying to target. And he said something pretty interesting relating to cat food. And so he was talking about, different ways, building your brand, empowering your business and, creating your mission and focusing your mission and making sure that you go after those customers that you can make happy and truly happy, even if it's a smaller group, starting there and over delivering on your expectations and your promise to them, and then building up that network and that community of like-minded customers, which I think really rings true because it's something that I've done with all of my companies. And it's something that has led to the fastest success as well as the happiest journey per se, because there's always speed bumps and hiccups in business. But it's, finding those customers that fit your mission, your purpose, your goal, your target audience for you. Because it's not just trying to make a target audience for your product or service, it's trying to also find the right target audience for your business that suit you as well, because not every customer is a customer. But when you find the ones that are your customers, you want to find more of them. And so you want to target them. And oftentimes we tend to look at things in reverse, where we take our product or service and we try and find ways of, okay, like we've got the best product or the best service. And so how do we find the right people to match up with that? And so all of our marketing messages tend to revolve around, our product is so great on itself and you just need to love it. And these are the reasons why. And then that leads to confusion and frustration with people where they're not sure why the market's not responding to them. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that we're not cutting through the noise properly and we're not delivering the right message that makes the end user, the customer, happy in the end. And so by that, I'll give you an example, and it's from Seth Godin once again. So he mentions cat food and how I think a lot of the industry falls into this, where we're just delivering cat food for what we think cat food should be. And we're not thinking about what would actually make the customer happy. What are their expectations truly? And then delivering our product or service in a way that fulfills that need. That's how you're really going to, see a big boost in revenues and sales that are going to come easy, almost too easy. It'll be like fishing with dynamite. And the reason is because right now saying, okay, I've got this product or this service, and these are all the great things that I've identified with it. And so you try and make that match with the customer. Whereas, figuring out what your customer's expectations and wants are and what makes them happy, and then tailoring your offerings to match them is going to be a much faster road to success in the end, 100%. And so what Seth had said was, if cat food was truly made for cats, it would taste like mice. And I think that really rings true, because why doesn't cat food taste like mice? And it's because it's not about the cat. It's about the cat owners. It's about making them happy. So by, saying it's the most flavorful and it's got this like organic garlic sauce or whatever kind of stuff spins they're putting on it, they realize that by making the cat owner happy, that's the fastest path for them to sell more cat food, because they're not appealing to the cat. The cat has no, forgive the pun in a sense, but no dog in this fight. Appealing to the cat is going to get them nowhere. It's going to be a big bad road ahead, and the market's going to flatten them like road pizza. It's not the right approach. The right approach is figure out what the customer wants in this case. And while the end user, the customer, is ultimately the cat, unless someone has a fetish for cat food, it's the Off the Clock Show, but that might be a little much even for me. But figuring out what exactly, your steps are going to be, who you need to impress, who you need to make happy, who you need to, get your message to directly, that's going to tell you more about their expectations, what they're expecting, what makes them happy, and puts a smile on their face, and ultimately opens up their wallets. And so in this case, from the cat food perspective, looking at it and saying, okay, the end user wants their pet, they love their pet, they want their pet, little sprinkles. I want sprinkles to have the best meal ever. So putting it in terms and words that they understand is going to really help get that message across, versus if it was just like, yeah, it tastes like mice because cats like mice. No, it's we use the best organic ingredients, we use only the freshest stuff, and we vacuum seal it so that it stays fresh longer. These are all buzzwords and terms and terminologies that customers, like real humans, are going to understand, because that's what we look for at the grocery store. So they take the same approach of what would we do during our shopping experience when we're looking for groceries for our family, our children, because a family obviously can include your pets, but we take those same terminologies and apply them to the marketing messages. And then of course, boom, we're selling more cat food, which is going to the cat who ultimately doesn't really care as long as it tastes good. And do they care that it's got garlic aioli or whatever kind of flavors or stuff they're putting in it? No, ultimately, they're not making a purchasing decision by that. They're not going to, snuggle up next to their owner more because they got a certain type of, food or something like that in particular. So it's more about what gets the customer to open their wallets to spend, and their end result is making sure that their pet is loved and cared for and happy, and that's what they feel will get that accomplished. And so by targeting those expectations and fulfilling on that promise to them, that's what gets the customer to spend more, buy more, and refer more people. And you can do the same thing in your business, and I really encourage you to think about what in your business you've been putting out there saying that it tastes like mice, and rethink those strategies, those messages, those tactics, or even the customers you're targeting, and figure out who you should be marketing your organic, fresh, vacuum sealed, ready to eat and enjoy garlic cat food. That's what I want you to do, is take some time and really put some thought behind that, and try and figure out the areas where maybe you've hit some slumps in sales, or you're not selling as much as you would like to, or areas where things are going along swimmingly, but you feel you could, increase or improve those numbers. Figure out where you can make some adjustments to stop selling mice tasting cat food. That's all for today. Cheers. Salut 2023. Let's grow.